What if the miracle you've been waiting for isn't something outside of you, but something already inside? What if the reason your life hasn't changed yet is not because you're doing something wrong, but because you haven't yet seen just how powerful you really are? The truth is, your life doesn't change by accident. It changes when you decide that you are no longer available for fear, doubt, or self-hate. It changes the moment you choose to believe that miracles are not just possible, they are meant for you. Many people think miracles are rare, that they only happen to special people or under special circumstances, but that's not true. Miracles are natural. They are like seeds already planted in the soil of your life. But the reason many never see them grow is because they never water them. They forget to believe, they forget to expect. They get lost in stress, pain, and daily problems, and so the miracle stays buried. To unlock your miracles, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to fix your whole life in one day. You simply need to stop looking outside and start looking within. Your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, these are the tools that shape your future. When you change how you think about yourself and what's possible for your life, you send a signal to the universe, and the universe always responds to that signal. Most of us were never taught this growing up. We were taught to chase results, to work harder, to prove our worth. But life is not about chasing, it's about aligning. When your inner world is full of love, trust, and belief, your outer world begins to reflect that. This is where the miracle begins. It begins the moment you stop waiting for change and realize that you are the change. You are not powerless. You are powerful beyond measure. You don't need to earn miracles. You need to recognize that they already exist, and they are waiting for you to believe. The world may have convinced you that you're small, ordinary, and meant to struggle, but none of that is true. You are not meant to live in fear. You are not meant to settle for less. You are meant to rise. You are meant to grow. And when you do, miracles don't just happen, they multiply. You become a magnet for divine blessings, not because you begged for them, but because you finally said yes to your own light. So the first and most important truth is this: you are the key. The miracle is already inside of you. You just have to unlock it with belief, with action, and with a new way of seeing yourself. Once you do, life begins to change in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. It can be painful to look around your life and feel like nothing is moving forward. Maybe you've tried everything, working harder, praying more, reading every book you can get your hands on, and still the results don't come. It's easy to start thinking something is wrong with you. It's easy to believe that you're cursed, unlucky, or just not meant to succeed. But that's not the truth. The truth is that life will always reflect what you believe to be true. If deep down you believe you're not worthy of good things, life will keep showing you situations that match that belief. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because it responds to your energy, your inner picture, your expectations. And this is where so many people get stuck. They try to change the outside while still holding on to old stories inside. You might say, I want to be wealthy, but if your inner voice says, I'm broke and I'll always be broke, the outer world listens to that voice. You might say, I want love, but if you secretly think, no one ever chooses me, then life will mirror that belief. And that's the heartbreak of it. Not because you're broken, but because your thoughts have more power than you realize. Think of your life like a garden. If you plant weeds and then hope for roses, you'll be disappointed. It's not because roses can't grow there, it's because you haven't planted them. Your beliefs are seeds. Your thoughts are water. Your emotions are the sunlight. What you believe and feel every day becomes the climate of your life, and nothing new can grow unless something new is planted. So the question is not, why hasn't life changed? The real question is, what am I still believing that is keeping things the same? This is not about blame. This is about awareness. It's about realizing that you are not stuck. You are simply repeating a pattern, and patterns can be changed the moment you recognize them. This is why nothing changes until you do, because life responds to your inner world, not your wishes, not your words, but your true, deep beliefs. If you want to manifest miracles, you must become the kind of person who expects them, who welcomes them, who believes they are normal. And that takes courage. It takes practice, but it is absolutely possible. You don't have to keep repeating the past. You can rewrite the story. But first, you must believe that a different life is possible. You must say goodbye to the old beliefs that have kept you small. And you must say yes to the part of you that knows you were born for more. Change is not something that happens to you. Change is something you become. And the moment you change, everything else will begin to follow. Every single moment of your life is giving you feedback. Your relationships, your finances, your health, even the little things, they are all showing you what you believe deep down to be true. And this is where the real miracle begins, not in changing the outside, but in understanding how the outside came to be. Let's say you look at your bank account and it's low. Most people panic, feel shame, or beat themselves up. But what if you saw it differently? What if you said, "This is just a reflection of how I've been thinking about money"? Maybe your whole life you believed money is hard to get. Maybe you felt guilty about wanting more. Maybe you've been taught that abundance is for others, but not for you. And now, that belief is showing itself through your finances. This doesn't mean you're to blame. It means you're powerful. Because if you created this with your beliefs, then you can create something different. That is the miracle of awareness. You begin to see that your outer world is not separate from your inner world. It's a mirror of it. This is why two people can live in the same city, have the same opportunities, and yet live completely different lives. One believes they are favored, blessed, and guided, and they see open doors. The other believes life is unfair, and people are against them, and that's what they experience. It's not luck, it's mindset, and mindset comes from belief. If you believe people don't like you, you will start acting in ways that push people away. Not because you're bad, but because you expect rejection, and the mirror of life will show it to you. If you believe nothing ever works out for you, you'll stop trying. And then, of course, nothing works out. It's a painful cycle, but it can be broken the moment you change the belief behind it. This is not about pretending. This is not about saying positive things while secretly still feeling negative. This is about going deep and asking yourself, what do I really believe about myself? What do I believe about life, about love, about money, about success? And once you see the belief, ask, is this true? Is this helping me? Do I want to keep it? Most of our beliefs come from childhood, from pain, from moments where we felt alone or afraid, and we carried them into adulthood without realizing it. But now you get to choose. You get to choose a new belief, a new truth, a new vision of yourself, one that supports you, not one that keeps you stuck. When you begin to change your beliefs, your world begins to shift. People treat you differently. Opportunities find you. Peace becomes your normal. Not because the world suddenly became better, but because you did. You saw yourself as worthy. You saw yourself as capable. And the mirror of life agreed with you. This is the heart of manifesting miracles. Not in begging for change, but in becoming the person who expects it, who believes they are ready, who knows they are enough. Your life will always reflect what you believe. So believe in love, believe in joy, believe in miracles, and watch how your life begins to bloom in ways you never imagined. Many people hear the word miracle and think of something rare, something mysterious that only happens to a lucky few. But miracles are not rare. They are natural, like the rising sun or the blooming of flowers. The reason they feel so distant is because we are often out of alignment with them. Like tuning into the wrong radio station, we miss the signal. But when you tune your thoughts, your beliefs, and your energy into the right frequency, miracles begin to appear easily and gently. To help you understand how to tune into this frequency, let's talk about 4 spiritual keys. These are not rules, they are truths, gentle reminders that can bring you back into alignment with the life you were always meant to live. These 4 keys are like open doors. You don't need to force them, you simply need to walk through them with trust. The first key is identity. Who do you believe you are? If you see yourself as someone who is unlucky or always struggling, that identity becomes your reality. But if you start seeing yourself as someone chosen, someone deeply loved by the universe, your reality will begin to shift. Identity is the foundation. The second key is patience. Most people want fast results. They want a miracle, but they don't want to wait. The truth is, miracles often come slowly, like seeds turning into trees. The delay is not a denial, it's a part of the process. Patience shows the universe that you are stable, that your belief is not based on seeing results, but on trust. The third key is focus. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you keep looking at what's wrong, you create more of it. If you keep noticing what's missing, the lack will grow. But if you focus on the good, even if it's small, you feed the light, and that light will grow stronger every day. The fourth key is reflection. Life will mirror back to you what you hold inside. If you want more love, become more loving. If you want peace, bring peace to your thoughts. You cannot control every detail of life, but you can control what you carry within. And what you carry within shapes everything you see. These 4 keys, identity, patience, focus, and reflection, are the tools that open the door to miracles. You don't need to do them perfectly. You just need to practice them gently every day. The universe is not asking you to struggle. It's asking you to align. And once you do, the blessings that were always meant for you will begin to arrive. One of the greatest truths about miracles is this: they respond to identity. Not to struggle, not to effort, not even to prayer alone. They respond to the way you see yourself. If you walk around believing that you are broken, the world will echo that belief. But if you begin to carry yourself as someone who is already blessed, already worthy, already chosen, everything around you starts to change. This doesn't mean you ignore your problems or pretend everything is perfect. It means that you choose to believe in a higher truth. You choose to see yourself the way the universe sees you, whole, powerful, and full of light. And when you do that, you stop asking for permission to be happy. You stop waiting for others to approve of you. You step into your own power. Start by changing the way you speak to yourself. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am growing, I am learning, I am enough." Instead of saying, "Things never work out for me," say, "Good things are always finding me." These are not just nice words. They are instructions to your mind and your spirit. And the more you repeat them, the more your identity begins to shift. You can even use affirmations to rewrite your story. Try saying, "I am worthy of miracles. I am a magnet for blessings. I carry the energy of love and success." At first, your mind might resist. It might say, "That's not true." But keep going. Every time you repeat those words, you plant a new seed. And one day, those seeds become your new reality. Seeing yourself as already blessed is not arrogance, it's faith. Faith that you were not born to suffer. Faith that your past does not define you. Faith that the universe knows your name and wants to see you thrive. When you hold this belief, even if the world around you is full of chaos, you remain centered. You remain at peace, and peace is the place where miracles grow. You are not an accident. You are not here just to survive. You are here to shine. And when you carry yourself as someone who is already blessed, you become a light for others too. You show them what's possible. You remind them that they are powerful. And in doing so, you invite even more blessings into your own life. So don't wait for a miracle to prove your worth. Let your worth call the miracle in. Walk through the world with your head high and your heart open. Know that you are loved. Know that you are guided. Know that you are already blessed, and let life mirror that truth back to you. One of the hardest parts of manifesting is the waiting. You plant the seed of a dream. You water it with hope and prayer, and then nothing seems to happen. Days go by, weeks, maybe months. You look around and everything looks the same. That's the moment where most people give up. They say, it didn't work. But that moment, right there, is the most important one. Because what you do in the delay determines whether your miracle will come. The truth is, everything in this world takes time. The physical world moves slower than your thoughts. In your mind, you can imagine a new life in seconds, but in the real world, it takes time for that life to form. Think of a baby. Once the seed is planted, it still takes months of growing before the child is born. Would a mother say, "It's been 2 weeks, I guess this isn't working"? Of course not. She trusts the process. She holds the vision. She waits with love. This is how you must treat your dreams, with care, with patience, with belief. The delay is not rejection, it's preparation. The universe is arranging things. You are being shaped. Lessons are being learned. And when the time is right, the door will open, but only if you're still standing there, ready to walk through it. This is where faith becomes real, not when everything is easy, but when everything feels silent and you still choose to believe. This is when miracles test your heart. Will you keep believing when you can't see it? Will you trust the vision when nothing around you supports it? If you can say yes, then the miracle is already on its way. Remember, the universe always works in divine timing, not fast, not slow, just right. But most people quit right before the blessing. They lose hope because the results don't come fast enough. They change their mind, they go back to old ways, and the seed they planted dies in the soil, not because it wasn't real, but because it wasn't watered with enough faith. You must hold your vision like a treasure. You must protect it from doubt, from fear, from outside noise. Speak life into it every day. Feel the joy of it, even before it comes. Act like it's already true. Because the more you do that, the more you pull it toward you. The delay will end. The season will shift. What was once a dream will become your reality, but only if you stay loyal to the vision. Only if you keep showing up in faith, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. So if life feels slow right now, don't panic, don't give up, just keep believing. Keep holding the picture in your heart. Keep walking by faith. The miracle is coming. And when it arrives, you'll understand why the waiting was part of the blessing all along. Most people spend their energy focusing on what they don't have. They think about the money they need, the love they lost, the pain they carry. They wake up with worry, go to sleep with stress, and live their days thinking about everything that's wrong. But here's a truth that can change your life. Whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on lack, you get more lack. If you focus on abundance, you begin to see more of it. Your thoughts are powerful. They are like magnets. What you hold in your mind, you pull into your life. So if you constantly think, "I don't have enough," the universe will reflect that belief. It will bring you more experiences that match that thought. But if you start thinking, "I am thankful for what I do have," then your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, so does your life. This doesn't mean you pretend problems don't exist. It means you stop giving them all your attention. Instead of talking about what's missing, start talking about what's possible. Instead of complaining about the bills, start celebrating the money you do have. Instead of focusing on loneliness, start giving thanks for the love that's on its way. This shift may seem small, but it's everything. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to call in miracles. When you are grateful for what you have, even if it's little, you open the door to receive more. Gratitude tells the universe, I see the good, I trust the process, I'm ready for more. And the universe always responds to that kind of energy. Take a moment each day to list what you're grateful for. Say it out loud. Feel it in your heart. Thank the universe for your health, your breath, your loved ones, your strength. These are real blessings, and when you honor them, you create room for even greater ones to enter your life. When you focus on what you want, speak as if it's already yours. Say, I am attracting opportunities. I am surrounded by love. I am healthy, happy, and whole. Speak it until your heart believes it. And when your heart believes, your reality follows. Lack is not just about money or things. It's a mindset. And abundance is also a mindset. You can be rich with nothing or poor with everything, depending on how you think. So choose your focus wisely. What you choose to see will become your truth. Focus on what you want. Feel it. Imagine it. Talk about it. Act like it's already yours. And watch how your life begins to shift in the most beautiful ways. Many people live in reaction mode. They wake up and immediately check their phone. They let the news decide their mood. They let other people's opinions define their value. And before they know it, they are living a life that doesn't feel like their own. This happens when you spend your days reacting to everything around you instead of creating from within. But there's another way. You don't have to be controlled by what happens outside. You can take back your power by choosing what you give your attention to. Instead of reacting to the world, you can decide to create your own. You can start each day with a clear image in your heart. You can carry your energy with purpose, and you can walk through life as a creator, not a puppet. Here's how the cycle usually works for most people. They see something in the outside world. They react emotionally, and then they create more of that same situation. For example, someone sees their bank account is low. They feel anxious, and that anxiety leads to poor choices. The result? More struggle, more fear, and the cycle repeats. But what if you reversed the cycle? What if, instead of reacting to what you see, you first created the inner picture of what you want? What if you started the day with thoughts of abundance, peace, and purpose, and then acted according to that inner vision? Slowly, the outside world would begin to shift. It would reflect the new energy you're living from. This is what it means to live as a conscious creator. You choose your thoughts, you choose your focus, you choose your actions. You don't let the outer world tell you who you are. You tell the world who you are, and the world listens. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice. You'll still have moments where you react. You'll still feel frustrated or afraid sometimes. That's okay. What matters is that you return to your power, that you remember you are not here to chase. You are here to create. You create with your words, with your habits, with your choices. Every day you are painting the picture of your future. So be mindful of what you're putting on the canvas. Let it be beautiful. Let it be bold. Let it be full of faith. You don't have to control the whole world. You only need to master your own inner space. And when you do, you'll find that life becomes softer, brighter, more aligned with your soul. You'll stop living on defense and start building the life you were always meant to live. We spend so much time looking for signs. We want proof that things will get better. We want confirmation that our prayers are working. But here's the truth. The greatest sign, the clearest miracle, is already here. It's you. You are the miracle. The fact that you're still standing, still growing, still reaching for more, that's a miracle in motion. You've been through pain. You've faced disappointment. You've cried in silence and doubted your path. And yet you're still here, listening, learning, opening your heart to something greater. That strength, that faith, that quiet hope inside you, that is a miracle. That is divine. When you truly see yourself this way, something powerful happens. You stop begging for miracles and start embodying them. You start walking with confidence, even when things are uncertain. You begin to understand that your very existence is proof of purpose, that you were not created by accident and you are not navigating life alone. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you choose to believe in the unseen, every time you rise after falling, you are living proof that miracles are real. The small steps you take each day, the choices you make to grow and heal, these are sacred. These are the moments where heaven touches earth. Don't wait for something outside of you to change. Start by changing the way you see yourself. Say to yourself, I am the miracle. I am the answer. I am the light. This is not about ego. It's about truth. The truth is, you are made of the same energy that creates stars. You are a part of the divine, and the divine lives in you. So when life feels hard, when the road feels long, come back to this truth. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep showing up as the miracle that you are. Keep your heart open, keep your faith strong, and keep walking. Because every step you take in belief is a prayer. Every breath you take in love is a blessing. And every day you choose to rise again, you show the world what a true miracle looks like. There comes a time when you stop asking for signs and start becoming one. A time when you stop doubting and start deciding. That time is now. The time to step into your miracle, to align with your purpose, and to claim your power is now. Not tomorrow, not when everything is perfect, but right now, just as you are. You don't need more waiting. You need more believing. You don't need to do everything all at once. You just need to take the next step, the next word, the next breath of faith. Your miracle is not waiting for someone else's permission. It's waiting for your agreement. Start where you are. Begin with a simple decision. I choose to believe that my life can be different. I choose to believe that blessings are on their way. I choose to live like the miracle I am. Say it, feel it, live it, and watch how the doors begin to open. The world will reflect what you carry inside. So carry peace, carry joy, carry the belief that your life matters, your voice matters, and your dreams matter. Let that belief shine through your eyes, your actions, your choices. Because when you walk in alignment with your miracle, others begin to see the light in themselves too. This is how the world changes, not by force, but by example. One heart at a time, one step of faith at a time, and it starts with you. So take that step. Step into the life you were born for. Step into your miracle. The moment you do, the whole universe moves with you, and nothing will ever be the same again.